banko biane mabanke se Yankupana me de me ho matoso. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again, shall you succeed and be blessed in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. He done this in the Most High, Almighty God, creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord. We want to let you look at, ooh, Lord. You've been so didn't me shuffle, hearing me. Mommy, don't from Eddie Dibia. Tell me, consumer, and won't you? Namanunga shall make your man. Tell me, consumer, and won't you? Namanunga shall make your man. Indeed, Miss Ro, and I do go from Biara. Misuro, and I do go from Biara. On Nima Kucham, and Nima Kucham, Yanimu and Nimu and Ninasina Metina. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Yes, feel blessed. We want to let you look at, ooh, Lord. Blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Namesu eradise wunimi banko biane mabanke se Yankupana me de me ho matoso. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of He who died and rose again, shall you succeed.
So that means my mother and my aunt, they are actually witches trying to destroy me. Hey, and I sent those women.
Peace be unto you from Christ Jesus. Romans 1 verse 7b. I can see Pastor John is here.
This is rather unusual. The two of you have never come to my house.
We came to see you alone.
Yes,
as
alone.
Jesus and the 3 disciples went to the mountain alone to pray.
Alone.
Mark 9 verse 2.
What is it that you will want my wife to excuse us in our own home? What is it that you have to say that you do not want Pastor John, a colleague pastor, to hear? Oh, and as for Mr. Godson, he is the president of the men's fellowship and a deacon of the church. I don't think you have to be concerned about his presence.
Pastor Kofi,
Yes.
if that is how you want to hear it, then tell him.
Very well.
Yes.
As the apostles and elders met in those days to consider things, Acts 15, 6 to 7. So the pastoral council met this morning for an emergency meeting.
I'm a member of the pastoral council. I did not know of any meeting.
He said it was an emergency meeting.
Yes.
You stayed in school long enough to know the meaning of the word emergency.
Emergency.
And I am happiness, your admission school. Long time to pronunciation it.
Say what?
Oh, conspicuous Negro.
Hemoglobin like you.
Okay. What was this emergency all about?
All through the week,
Weekending, you know.
we have had a lot of complaints from
Hey,
parents
I won't need diabo bo sooner or later.
about you
I won't Kennedy AK Pastor K. So for all guy name.
giving their children for an all-night service.
I can see one man doing your all-night service.
We checked the church calendar and found out that there was no all-night service scheduled for last Friday.
Yes, calendar. The all-night baby, and the last one. Let's give man for a meeting.
Yes.
Men solution meeting.
Yes, sir.
Women solution
Yes,
meeting.
sir.
And when one go
Yes,
meeting.
sir.
Now Friday no a prayer meeting. What's that party?
Prayer meeting.
I know your night service.
And neither did any of the pastors know of any plan for an all-night service. And that is a very big blasphemy against the Church of Christ and the Spirit of God. Matthew 12 verse 31.
Amen.
So what can I give you on a day like this when you have one which is most needful, and I'm very sure he's going to give you every other thing you would ever possibly need? There's really not a lot of mincing words in this, but I would just like to say happy birthday, Uncle. God bless you for all the wonderful things, all the wonderful change you've helped me personally make in my life. And today I would just like to request that, as it's your birthday, you do a dance with you and Mrs. White as a gift to her. Thank you.
An angel? I'm very sorry.
I was your foot, remember?
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. So my wife was not imagining things. She was not losing it.
No, she was giving a special dispensation to see the spiritual.
Huh? So that means my mother and my aunt, they are actually witches trying to destroy me. Hey, and I sent those women.
Hi, Uncle. So this is one of your precious daughters, and I know that I haven't had the courage to, have a face-to-face discussion with you yet. But on this day, I just want you to know how much I appreciate who you are to me, your guidance, your fatherhood, your friendship. And on this day, I just want to say happy birthday. Today, I just want God to remind you of all the love that He has for you, and to remind you of where He's taking you, and to remind you of all the work that you have to do for some of us. And so happy birthday. And just as you would say, may this be your best year yet. Happy birthday.
Kangaroos can only move forward, never backward. Our people believe strongly in the kangaroo, as it too is our belief to only move forward Like thunder, the emu, or as we say, the mariong, is another animal that only moves forward. Aborigine men look up to the emu as the highest father figure.
Hi, Uncle. Happy birthday, Uncle. My prayer for you today is that God blesses you and keeps you, as He always does, and continue to fill you up to overflowing and keep you older, smarter, with more wisdom and with a whole lot more, so that we can continue getting. God bless you. I have a reggae song for you. Okay, well, is it reggae? Okay, you decide. You know how much you mean to me, Daddy. You've been my support through it all. You've been there for me. Oh, Daddy. Oh, Daddy, I love you. I've got you, Dad, to make me feel alright. I've got you, Dad, to make me feel alright. I've got you, Dad, to make me feel alright. I've got you, Dad, to make me feel alright. Oh, I'm shy.
Uncle Ebo, I want to say a special prayer for you on your birthday. That God will continue to fill you with all wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You've been a blessing to many, but I believe there's so much more the Lord wants to use your life for. Thank you for giving us opportunity to be close to what you are doing. I wish you good health. I wish you peace of mind and joy. And as your days, so may your strength be. May you live a joyful life, a fulfilled life, a life that shows the beauty of God in all we do. God bless you. Happy 63rd birthday, Uncle Ebo. Cheers.
Hi, Daddy. This is from Amaris. Is it Amaris or Amaris? Yes, Amaris and I. We want to wish you a happy birthday. And as you can see, happy birthday, Grandpa.
There are some men in GH that if I didn't have that rare opportunity to meet, encounter, interact with, and get to know, I'd probably be cursing or beating myself up right now. And you, this man, you're one of them. It is more than an honor knowing you. I mean, the inspiration that you've been to a lot of us. Had it not been for you, I probably wouldn't have tried putting up a stage play after all the years I spent at the University of Ghana School of Performing Arts. Boss, Daddy, big boss, friend, the legendary James Ebo Whyte. Happy birthday, sir. You have no idea how much Ghana and people like us owe you. But we know in our hearts that we owe you. And come someday, very, very, very soon, we will write that check to pay off our debts. God bless you, sir. Happy, happy, happy birthday. And continue to be the great inspiration, the great father, the great friend that you've always been. We are more than proud of you. Ghana owes you. The world owes you. Happy birthday.
Hello. Happy birthday, Uncle. Say, why am I na? Osayi na nenya mishira o. Uncle. Say, why am I na? Osayi na nenya mishira o. Uncle. Happy, happy, happy birthday, Uncle. May God bless you richly. Thank you for imparting our lives. Thank you for always making sure that we are on the right path. And thank you for all the advice and everything that you've been giving us. On this day, may God bless you richly. And may this year be your best year yet. Thank you. Much love. Bye.
Hello, Uncle Ebo. I'm very happy to be one of your sons. In fact, I am privileged to be talking about you today. First of all, happy birthday to you, and then the kind of things you've done to me and the blessings you have been onto my life. In fact, if I were out there, I wouldn't be who I am today. I'm very happy to call myself the music director of Rivalry, because I used to be a music director somewhere and my life was something else. But now, calling myself the music director of Rivalry and being the son of Uncle Ebo, my life is also another thing. But a big happy birthday to you, Daddy. Recently you came to our office and then you saw me drink tea in 2 small mugs. Uncle Ebo, I hope you remember this one. Yes, you gave it to me because you saw me drink tea in small mugs. And I'm happy. This is my favorite color. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Uncle Ebo.
Hello, Bra Kwabena. James Kwabena Ebo Whyte. Uncle Ebo Whyte. Happy birthday to you from me, Lexus Bell. You know, when you were on my show a couple of years back, and one of the liners that I play on my show very frequently says, what you'll be 10 years from now depends on the books you read and the people you listen to. And I can confidently say that many people are going to be great men and women just because they listen to you and they watch all the amazing plays that you do and you put up at the National Theatre. This is to say thank you for being an amazing person, and the whole of Ghana loves you. We cherish you so much, and we say thank you and happy birthday, and may God make us see many more of these fruitful years, and of course many more good memories. Have a great birthday, Uncle Ebo. From me, Lexus Bell, I will see you at the National Theatre for the next Uncle Ebo Whyte play, Unrejected or something.
Okay, hello Uncle Ebo. Okay, this is just a short one to say happy birthday to you. I thank God for your life so much, because you've been a blessing to me and you've brought the best out of me, and for that I am so grateful. I pray that on this day God will bless you more, cry, bunch, plenty blessings, and you keep being a blessing to others. I love you so much, and thank you for being there for me.
Oh, well, what can I say? Uncle Ebo, 63 years ago today, God gave you as a gift to us, and you just keep giving. I don't think it's lost on you how impactful what you do is to us and generations yet unborn. So I just keep praying for you, as I always do. And I pray that you receive strength in your bones, in your imagination, and every mountain be leveled and every valley be raised, so you keep walking on level ground and keep going forward, doing great things and touching lives. That's what you were born to do. It's nice to see a man walking in his purpose, and it's an example for all of us. We're grateful for you. Happy birthday. Enjoy, and may your days reflect your strength. God bless you.
So he's ready.
He's joking.
He's ready. Ha! That was for KY.
So
one closely, just that we haven't had the courage to come to you to tell you how we appreciate the things that you do. I am an ardent listener to your message or food for thought, and I have learned a lot of things from it. I'm grateful that God gave you to us, and we are happy that you are an age older. May God bless you.
Hello, Uncle Ebo. Happy birthday. And I want to say, before I joined Rivalry, the kind of company I kept was mostly bad news. By company, I mean my thoughts, negative thoughts. You're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you have crooked legs, that one was on top. Your chin is too long, you could probably write with it. Your nose is too pointy, are you Ghanaian at all? Does your dad know where you come from? All those negative thoughts were my company, like I said. Then 5th February 2013, I sat before you and your +1 Elsie, and then you told me I was pretty, you told me all these things my voices just would not accept. Then gradually, 4 years down the line, I can proudly say I am way better than that person, and I owe everything to you. So what I want to say is, your life, your legacy is in all of us. Outside the place and your presentations and all that, your legacy is who we become every day. And I owe it to you. And I want to say thank you and happy birthday. And if I don't say Korean, my sisters will go crazy. So, 감사합니다.
Go. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. 1, 2, go. Happy birthday, seriously.
Which one are we doing?
Happy birthday. It's not about you, K1. It's not about you.
Sorry. Roll the tape again. Sorry.
Okay, so count down again. 1, 2, go. Happy birthday, Uncle. So you go first. No, you go. No, you go. Okay, you go.
Yeah. Now let's go.
Okay, I'm going to be very short because these two probably have a long essay to tell you. Happy birthday, Uncle Ebo. We love you so much. You're an inspiration to us, and we respect you a lot, and we try to be good children, even though sometimes you're not. But we love you, and it inspires us to be good and to follow the... Hey, I said I wasn't going to be long. Okay, happy birthday. Enjoy your day. We love you. Happy birthday, Uncle Ebo. 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 You know, I'm going to write a very long love letter to you. So, here, I'm just going to say happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yes. Ouch! Happy birthday, Uncle Ebo. I'm happy to know that you were born. Yes. Actually, today you wrote a letter to your 13-year-old self. What you forgot to add was, at 59, you meet a certain confused young man called KY. You should immediately admit him, because he will need your wisdom for a very long time. But the rest, I will include in my letter to you. So, happy birthday, may God continue to bless you. And yes. This is where we sing. I have a French song for you.
Oh God.
Je crois que j'entends les jours paraître.
No. This will not do. Happy birthday is good enough. Thank you. Bye. Sayonara.
Thought-provoking, motivational, inspirational, attitude, values, faith, soul-inspiring content, value for money. New Look, the magazine that reports on our values, attitudes, and faith for discerning people. Rover Report Monthly Magazine. Get your copies from all Shell shops, Total shops, and a supermarket near you. Or call 0302-231188 for subscription.
Hello. Thank you very much for making the time to join us. I always appreciate the fact that you make the investment of time and of the cost of data, which is not cheap, to be with us every Friday at 12:30 GMT. My name is James Ebo Whyte, but those who don't like me call me Uncle Ebo. I don't know what those who don't like me call me. But I am the CEO of Rivalry Productions, but what is more important for this platform is that I am committed to helping you become your best self. Now, today, I continue my series of reflections because July is a very personal month for me for two reasons. One, because I was born in July, and two, because on 23rd of July, 1983, I wedded a beautiful young lady called Florence. So because of that, I am taking the liberty to get inside and to invite you to join me on my personal journey as far as love and marriage is concerned. Now, but before I go into that, I'd like to thank those who sent good wishes and sent birthday messages to me yesterday and continue to do that today. I am grateful to every one of you, and I pray that whatever you wished me, you would have manifold returns. I would also like to ask you to invite your friend to join us, share and like our page, and you can join us on Facebook or on Periscope or on YouTube. We'll take a little break here, and then when we come back, I'm going to do something very interesting. The 63-year-old Ebo Whyte, who has been married for 34 years, is going to share with you a letter he has written to the 29-year-old Ebo Whyte who is getting married for the very first time on 23rd of July, 1983. You would enjoy it. So please stay tuned.
Today I want to... Hey, wait. Sorry, 1 second. Before I get into trouble. There, can you see me now? Good. Happy birthday to you, Uncle Ebo Whyte. 63 years of your amazing, impactful life on earth is a gift to all of us. And I think those of us who are lucky enough to see and interact with you twice a week will have so many stories to tell our children and grandchildren about the great wisdom that we have learned from you. You're an amazing person, but I don't think you need to be told. So on this your very special day, on behalf of everybody here, I want to wish you the very, very best of enjoyment and happiness for the rest of your life. This is only the beginning. We know that your gift to mankind, we've only seen the tip of it. So here's to the next 63 years.
Well, thank you very much for staying with us. And if you are joining us now, you're welcome. I'd like to welcome on board our viewers from all over the world, from other African countries and from countries in Asia, North America, and Europe, and South America. We are so grateful that you could join us, and I hope that we can have a whole interesting interaction today. So here's the letter that the man who has been married for 34 years is writing to the man who is now setting out in marriage. Dear Ebo Whyte, today, July 23, 1983, you become a husband. Yes, you are married, funny though it sounds. You are married when you know virtually nothing about women and nothing about sex. You'll be embarrassed with your lack of sexual experience on your honeymoon, but don't worry. God will send someone your way at the end of your first week of marriage to help you and to teach you all you need to know about sex and intimacy. You will learn the lessons well, and you'll become an expert on all things love, marriage, and sex. But that is all ahead of you. I see you standing at the altar, and all you are thinking of today is that today you have sex for the very first time. And you cannot wait for everything to end so you can discover what it is all about. Well, boss, take your time. Yours will be a lasting marriage, and you have a lot of years ahead of you to discover sex fully and delight your wife. For you, marriage will be a journey of discoveries and adventure. Most of these discoveries will surprise you, but through them, you'll become a far better human being. First, you'll discover that marriage does not take sexual temptation away. You are going to struggle with sexual temptation now that you are married, more than you did when you were a bachelor. You know, when you were not married, you thought that, well, when I get married, all this, no, trouble time. It's going to be worse. You'll discover, that, for instance, that a married man is more attractive to ladies than a bachelor. because they dress better. They know how to handle women better. Oh, and they make more money than the bachelors. 2, you'll discover that the love of a woman has nothing to do with money, but everything to do with the way you relate to her and the way you treat her. Treat a woman well, and she will give her life for you. Treat her badly, and she will kill you with stress. 3, you'll discover that marriage is a school. So if at any point in time you realize that you are not enjoying your marriage, just remember that school is not always enjoyable. Marriage is a school to polish you and to make you the best human being you can be. Your spouse will be your tutor, and your home will be the laboratory to transform you. Let me say something about becoming the best human being you can be. You say that every human being is a human being, but you should remember that the human being is also an animal. The point of life is for the human animal to move away from the animal and become more human. And to become more human, you have to become selfless, you have to become gentle, you have to become patient, you have to become trustworthy, and you've got to have dignity, humor, and honor. The point is, there are different levels of humanness. At the most basic and rudimentary, the human being is selfish and destructive. This human being cannot see beyond his own needs and his own interests. This human being is prone to misery and blames others for his misery. But at the highest level of humanness, the human being becomes selfless, loving, gentle, sensitive, honest, and accepting of the faults of others, of the next person. At the highest level of humanness, the human being is humble, and at this level, the human being becomes Christ-like. This is the level every human being should aim for, because it is only at this level that the human being becomes happy, even when he's alone or when even in prison. The human being who achieves this level of humanness has conquered life and becomes fulfilled. Unfortunately, no human being can get there willingly and without help. And marriage is the most effective tool for transforming a selfish, self-seeking, insecure person into this wonderful person who is selfless, confident, loving, and full of all the qualities we admire in wonderful people. So you'll discover that marriage is a school for transforming you into your best self. 4, you would also discover that marriage is protection as long as you submit yourself fully and totally to it and to its constraints. Love is full of traps and landmines, but the married person who respects and honors his vows and respects his spouse is safe from these traps and landmines because he is not free to yield to the temptation. So whenever you feel constrained by your marriage, remember that it is for your own protection and good. If because of marriage, for instance, because of marriage, you can't go anywhere, anytime you like, and spend time with anybody you want to because of a limitation, but that is not a limitation. That is your protection. 5, you'll discover that marriage is complete with or without children. You are raised in an environment where men use the fact that their wives have not given them children to either go out of the marriage to have children with other women, or they throw their wives out for new ones, or in search for children. Well, you don't know it, but your marriage will be childless. You and your wife will do everything within your power to have a child, but it will all come to nothing. Finally, you and your wife would accept that marriage is complete with or without children. At this point, your eyes will be open to the advantages of not having children, and you take full advantage of it. You and your wife will use the freedom that comes from not being bogged down with children to stretch yourselves, to enrich your lives, to expand your horizons, and make a big impact with your lives. And from that impact, you will have many young people adopting you as their parents. So your children will be more than the children of your friends who have biological children. 6, you will discover the strength of a woman. As a man raised in this part of the world, you have been raised to think that women are weak. Men see women running and screaming at the sight of a cockroach, and it makes them feel superior, and it makes them think that women are weak. In marriage, you'll discover that in more ways than one, women are stronger than men. And if you respect your wife, her strength will become your strength at critical points in your life. Finally, 7, you'll discover that good marriages and bad marriages have the same issues and problems. The difference will be in how the problems are handled. One marriage is better not because it has been spared problems. Another is terrible not because it has problems. The better marriage have learned to handle issues with humility, gentleness, honesty, and humor. If you fight in your marriage to win, you will destroy the marriage. Fight to strengthen the relationship. And if the fight will not strengthen the relationship, then it is not a fight worth making. But you will make a few mistakes in your marriage, but you will learn from those mistakes and move on. You have an incredible life ahead of you, and I am rooting for you. Heaven is rooting for you. You will discover marriage is God's idea, and you'll become very good at it. I wish you well. See you when you've been married for 50 years. Yours, rooting for you. Ebo. Well, we'll take a little break because that's the presentation, and then when we come back, I'll take your questions and comments, and then we'll take it up from there.
Uncle Ebo, glory be to God for your life. For all the things that you have allowed the Lord to use you to accomplish. Not only in the very obvious things concerning the drama productions and the radio talk shows and so on, but the one-on-one mentoring that you have given to so many lives. Your adoption of many people as your own children, the way you have raised them and guided them. All these things are things for which I personally thank the Lord for your life. He has done many wondrous things in your life. So what can I say? Uncle Ebo, happy birthday. Indeed, you are very young as far as God is concerned. And I'm not talking just chronological years. I'm talking about His intention, His desire to use you to create a godly generation, to impact people for good, to let people focus on the things that matter. The gifts that God has given us, the talents He has given us, which He wants us to use. He has placed you in a very unique position. And I thank God for your life. So, as you celebrate, remember, I'm right there with you, enjoying the life God has given you, and praying for greater things, which I know are already in the offing. Happy birthday, Uncle Ebo.
Look, when you have a swag dad, a swag CEO, a swag mentor, and above all, a swag pillar in your life, all that you can wish for him on his 63rd birthday is to wish him long life, good health, and all that he wishes for himself. Uncle Ebo, myself, Gifty, Phoebe, and Kimmy, who celebrate the same day with you, we wish you happy birthday, and may God bless you. Boom. Happy birthday to you. No, you like any reggae? Happy birthday to you.
Hello, welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us. Now, I've just finished the presentation of the letter I wrote to my younger self at the age of 29. I am ready to take your questions now.
Okay, Uncle Ebo, a belated happy birthday to you once again. There are a few questions on WhatsApp. I have a lady that I have decided to settle down to, but she suddenly changed her mind that she's not interested again and her heart is somewhere else and she will not tell me. But the auntie that likes me very much told me that she has somebody in Dubai that she's waiting for. Recently, she told me she's now engaged. She's yet to see the guy in person for the first time. This guy bought her a phone and is giving her money and expensive gifts. I don't want to join in the competition. What do I do? Moreover, she said she's now engaged. The guy has not visited Nigeria since they met on Facebook. What should I do, sir?
My brother, you don't have a relationship. Move on. This is over.
Okay. So there's another question that's that is on WhatsApp. It says that when I met my wife, I was into her romantically more than her and passionately, but she seems not to be like that. She does not like to cuddle, or she does not like to cuddle like I do, or she likes to have sex like I do 4 or 5 times a week if possible, but she talks like it's her body, and I can't treat her like a sex machine. We just had a baby, and I've not had sex after the baby for 6 months. What should I do?
Help her with taking care of that baby. Men underestimate how much toll taking care of a baby takes on a woman. And when she's drained herself, taking care of your child, and then in the evening you come wanting a bit of sugar, of course, you're not going to get it. So work with her, partner with her in the home, in handling the chores in the home, in helping her with the child. And then you never know what will happen. But be patient and grow this. Listen, intimacy grows. Intimacy grows. It grows with more security, but it also grows with more trust, and it grows with more caring. So if you continue to convince this young lady of how much you care and how much she can lean on you, trust me, she's going to surprise you with how romantic she can be.
All right. Uncle, what do you do if your husband has told you he's in love with another lady and has been in a relationship with her for years and he's not sorry about that?
Wow. Bring in the family. Inform your family about this. Let them summon his family to a meeting, and then in the presence of the two families, let him declare his intention, what this means. Does he now want to have 2 wives, or what? And how does he now define your position in the marriage? So don't handle this by yourself. Tell your people. Let them summon his people. It's the reason why, especially in Ghana, we say that we marry into families. It's the reason why I can't get up and go to a woman's house and say, I'm coming to marry your daughter. It's the reason why it has to be done with a whole entourage, with a delegation from my family. It is for situations like this, so that we can bring the family in to confront him and to hold him accountable. I think he's just bullying you, so let your people come in.
Hello, Uncle. What do I do if my fiancé's family, that his brothers, are not friendly with me? I have heard severally from others that it is not a good sign. What do you advise?
It depends on why they are not friendly. Have they always not been friendly? Or it is only when the situation, you became a wife, his wife, that things took a turn for the worse. It is not as simple as you say, because but the basic thing is that you don't really need them to have a good relationship with your brother. And if they are not coming on board, and you know that the fault is not from you, if the fault is from you, try and build bridges. But if you've done all you can, but they are still remaining aloof and holding you off, don't mind them. What you need is their brother, and you are married to him. Just make that young man happy.
Okay, there are more questions, but it looks like there are a lot of belated birthday wishes for you. There's a question here that says, so Uncle, okay, how do you deal with the external family that keeps putting pressure on you when it comes to childbirth? What do you do about those?
I think that you would have to deal with your people, and your spouse will have to deal with his people. Unfortunately, when there are no children in marriage, the men tend to leave the battle only for the women to fight. So people come and they are putting pressure on the woman, and then you are sitting there watching them. No, I think that is not right and it is not fair. So the two of you become a team, and when somebody comes at you, if it's from you, your side as a man, you stand up to them. If it is from her side, that's the woman's side, let her also stand up to them. Listen, if you don't have children in your marriage, shut everybody up. They can't be more concerned about you having children than you are. You know, I am always suspicious of people who come to a funeral and they weep, they cry more than they bereaved. And sometimes that's what you find in marriage when you don't have children. Everybody seems so concerned. Shut up. We are in there. You think we don't want children. So shut them down. Otherwise, they would mess your good relationship up. Because sometimes in childless relationships, you discover the chemistry between the couple is fantastic. Love is great. Sex is wonderful. And then people who have worse marriages, whose marriages are not working, then come and then they put pressure. Oh, hurry up and get bed. Shut them up. It is not in your interest, and don't let them tell you they are showing concern. They can't be more concerned than you are.
Uncle, thanks for the introspections. She cheated on me when I was out of town, and this born from her time on social media. I want to win her interest back to me because I love her very much. What do I do?
I'm happy you want her back, and there's always life after an affair. It will not be easy, and the progress will be slow, but I'm sure you would have the patience to build a new relationship. Listen, whenever there's an affair in a marriage, in a relationship, we must understand that the relationship as it is over. We now have the chance to, for a second, build the second relationship with the same person. So if you have that mindset, I think it will help you. Be patient. Try to find out what were the triggers, what caused it. Because people don't just wake up and say, I'm going to have an affair. So what was it? Was it that you were not there? Was it that there was... So find out, and then... But I like the mindset that you want to go on with this, and I applaud you for it, and I wish you all the best.
Uncle, my husband avoided me when I was pregnant and wouldn't even touch me when I needed him the most, but gave me excuses he's tired from work. Now he wants to come to me. I've lost affection for him. Nothing he does now turns me on. What should I do?
You are bitter, and rightly so. But remember, bitterness won't help you. You are hurting. So find a way of letting it go so that you can embrace this relationship again. Because fact is, you don't seem to be in the position to walk away now. So the two of you may have to have a talk so that the bitterness can come out, so that you can let him know how much you felt let down when you needed him. And then if he's a correct person, maybe he will apologize, and then the two of you would have your relationship back.
Uncle from Rufy. Uncle, what can I do for my boyfriend who doesn't have any short or long-term plans for himself?
Boyfriend. I'm happy he's your boyfriend. Move on. You will have to push that guy. Listen, when you marry a boy who doesn't have plans and doesn't have any ambitions in life, you know what happens? It's like renting a taxi that doesn't have an engine. The driver is sitting at the wheels, and then you say, push. You will push all your life. He will be your frustration and your headache. If that is what you want, stay on. If not, move on.
From McCarthy. Uncle, what can I do when the family of my fiancé is not agreeing and he's still asking me to wait?
Wow. Do you know what they have against you, or why they want the relationship to be suspended. So you have a little bit of homework to do, and then let's see what happens. If he's saying, wait, don't rush to move, because eventually it is his decision. And I hope that he's bold enough to confront his people and bring them on board.
Uncle Ebo, happy birthday. Long life and prosperity. Last week you mentioned about you marrying the one you needed and not what you wanted. My question is, how does one differentiate between marrying the one you need and not the one you want?
It is, yes, because at the beginning you may not know, because in my case, it is with time that I discovered that this is what has happened, that God had been merciful to me by making me make, quote unquote, a mistake. So what I'll say is that pray about your choice of a partner, and then when you actually take the step, once you take the step, accept that this is the person I need.
Uncle, is there anything you wish you knew before you got married, after 34 years of marriage?
Yes. I wish I knew that women were more intelligent than men, because it would have made it easier from the beginning to take some of the comments and questions she asked. I would have known that it is coming from a superior intellect and not felt threatened by it. So yes, I wish I knew that.
Hello, Uncle.
Oh, by the way, I also wish I knew that when a woman loves you, it doesn't matter whether you are handsome or not. She loves you. Monkey no fine, but mother like him. No.
Hello, Uncle. I currently met a guy, and he wants us to have a relationship, but he already has a lady, and he says it's nothing serious. Please, what do you advise?
Don't throw your life away. Don't throw your life away. If the lady is there and he hasn't shut that chapter, it will be in your own interest not to jump into this relationship.
Uncle, will naivety of some things of your partner help save you later in your marriage?
Naivety in what sense? Naivety in what? Was it naivety in sex, in intimacy, or what? So come back and give me a little bit more clarity.
Uncle, how do you convince your husband that you can be independent?
Just by being independent, that's all. Don't waste your time arguing with him. Just begin to do things on your own whenever you can.
This is from Juliet. Is it okay to want to be allowed to make your own mistakes instead of being shielded all the time?
Yes, it is. It is okay. And I think sometimes that's when we learn. Except that only a fool learns only from his own mistakes. So sometimes it's good to learn from the mistakes other people have made as well.
Happy birthday, Uncle Ebo. Wishing you long life. My question is, how does one go about tribal issues when it comes to marriage? From Ruth.
Ephraim, let's take a break after this one. Tribal issues. One would wish that it would not be a factor, but unfortunately, it continues to be a factor in Africa. You just have to endure it and prove everybody wrong. Become the exception. You know, sometimes you meet people who have a certain stereotype about your tribe. Then they insult your tribe. They ask, "Are you aware that I'm of that tribe?" They say, "Oh, but you are different." So be the one who makes them always say, "But you are different." All right, we'll take a short break here, and then when we come back, I'll continue to take more of your questions.
Hey, people, I can't believe it. The young shall grow. So today is your birthday. I'm sure you don't know all the plot that has been going on behind the scene. Yes, you deserve it. You know, there are people who ought to be celebrated. And I've watched you. You just remind me of what we all know about they call it the Chinese bamboo. When it's growing, it doesn't show any signs of growth, but its roots keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. As you water, you don't see anything. But when it starts shooting up, the sky literally is the limit. What a blessing you've been for many people. those years of hardship, suffering, you for Christ, gospel you placed, and all those things, you were just getting your roots ready, going deep, deep down. And for the past many years, the Lord has been able to use you mightily, so that every quarter you live by the word, bringing comfort, delight, correction to many people in a special type of what you call entertainment. And I trust that the Lord will continue to use you. When I think about you, what to say to you on this special occasion, I'll say you are like a tree planted by the waters, bearing its fruits in each season. That God will continue to use you to bless many homes, to bless many couples, to strengthen corporate institutions, to be the proud Ghanaian that you ought to be, to leave a lasting legacy for the years to come. You've been able to do this because you've not walked in the counsel of the wicked, nor sat in the seat of scoffers, but meditate on the word of God. And from the germs that you bring from all of these exposure, the Lord continue to use you. I may say you were not ordained in ministry, but I see you ministered than many, many, many more of us. Today, people call you father, uncle. They are willing to listen to you across board. You can even get the presidents of this country to sit down and listen to you. You didn't know this is what God was preparing you for, but there are better days ahead. I can only pray with you and pray for you that God increase your myrtle, expand your coast, and use you beyond your wildest imagination. You and your home and your colleagues and your co-workers. Happy birthday, Uncle Ebo. God bless you.
Honey, I have laid the bed. Baby, Amaki, tomorrow I have a meeting. I have a business meeting tomorrow.
Sir? Oh, sweetheart.
Thank you very much for staying with us, and I'm happy you could stay. I'll continue to take the questions now.
Hello, Uncle Ebo, and happy birthday. How do I deal with the interference of my wife's parents in our private matters? My wife nicodemously tells them everything discussed in private.
Don't be afraid. If you know the issues are not, if you are not cheating your wife and bullying her, then it doesn't really matter. So live your life. Let it be.
Uncle, happy belated birthday. Even though she's yet to say yes to my proposal, she keeps letting us do things couples do, even though we are yet to have sex. But I kind of find myself torn between getting started with my plans to settle with her and waiting till she says yes. What do you think I should opt for?
She hasn't said yes, but she's getting you to do things that couples do. So why hasn't she said yes? I think there are more questions here than answers. It is very possible that she likes you, but she likes somebody better. That person doesn't seem to be available now. And so she's keeping you whilst waiting to see what happens on the other side. So whilst you are waiting for her to say yes, she's also waiting for somebody else to come and propose. I think you should force the issues. Otherwise, you see, because you could decide to give it time and be patient and hope to win. But you could also wait, and at the end, when the other person comes on board, you are out. So don't let her manipulate you into doing things couples do, whatever that means. I don't know what you mean. You say you are not having sex, so what else do couples do? They take their bath together, or what? So I don't quite understand. But don't let her use you. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Uncle Ebo, what do you do when you're in a relationship with someone who is very dependent on you, especially financially, and it looks like when you get married, he will continue to depend on you until he finds a job? He's currently looking for a job. Do you still go ahead and make marriage plans?
Let me give just a general principle here. Men who depend on women before they marry, when they find their feet, they punish those women. Because he can never fully be man with this woman. he can't throw his weight around because he owes a woman too much. And when a man feels he owes a woman too much, he doesn't always respond. He doesn't always show appreciation. What he does is that he'll show you who is a man. So I don't think that the investment you are making may come back to bite you sometime. He should find his feet. He should find his feet before you marry. And if he's not in gainful employment and you marry him, you are caught in trouble.
From Hannah, how do you deal with the spirit of loneliness in marriage?
Hannah, thanks for that question, because I think people get the impression that once I get married, I will not be lonely. My days of loneliness are over. No, they are not. They will be deepen. They will deepen instead, because now you can't hang out with people. Everybody knows you are married, so it becomes even more difficult. I think build your network. Renew your relationship with your female friends, and do fun things together. Hang out, talk more, share what is going on, gossip a little bit more, and enjoy the networking with others and fill your life. I think that will help you. If you are depending on your man alone, he doesn't have what it takes to fill your time. So fill your time, and then you'll become a better wife to him.
Okay, Uncle, from Winfred. Uncle, when insecurity sets in a relationship, is it advisable to quit that relationship?
No. It's important to see what is creating the insecurities and then try and see if you can deal with them. So it is possible that one party is still maintaining relationship with others of the opposite sex, or talking fondly about other people to the boyfriend or girlfriend, or to the wife or husband. So look at what is causing the insecurity and deal with them. Take them away. Insecurities can be overcome, but you've got to be sensitive to the cause.
I'm in a relationship with a guy for almost 11 years now, but from 2014, things became really difficult, that I felt he was no more in love. Then I met this guy I work with, and I've been with him for 6 months. When I was still with my old guy, and then I finally broke up with him. And then in 2 weeks' time, I went back running to him, and I'm back with him, and I still don't want to let the new guy go. I know I'm being selfish, but I don't understand what is wrong with me. Please help me.
SILLY. Can you pronounce it? That is what is wrong with you. You are being silly. I'm sorry. It sounds too strong. But you've got to wake up. I think you're playing with your life, and it is not right. You deserve better. You deserve far better. I predict that you don't love yourself. I predict you don't have a very good image of yourself. I predict you don't think that you deserve the best. But listen, you are not junk. God created you. You are worthy to be loved. So demand the best for yourself. Ask for the best for yourself, and stop this silly game.
Hello, Uncle. I have a married man who is chasing me. He claims he loves me and that he only got married to a white woman because he wants a green card. Now he's willing to divorce her for me. I love him small.
Don't love him at all. Don't love him at all. No, stop loving him. What is this? What is this? He should listen. And any man who comes to you and says, I am married, but I don't love my wife, or I'm married, but my wife doesn't make me happy, and I want you, remember this. He would say the same thing to somebody about you. Don't let them use you as their escape route. No, he should show honor, because the things he's saying to you, it shows you that there's a man without honor and integrity. Give in to him, and he will show you that he doesn't have honor and integrity. Now you'll be complaining. He is married. He should stay there. There is an Akan proverb. It says that if you are dead, remain in your grave. Tell him that.
Uncle, my girlfriend never accepts her mistakes when she's wrong. She always compares and pampers her mistake at all times. I later come around and apologize just to keep the relationship going. I am beginning to think she will not help me in marriage. Should I move on?
You are married to a small girl. She's small. That's a problem. She should grow up. She either... Come again? All right. Okay, you are dating a small girl. She's a small girl. You know, if we are arresting people for dating people who are underage emotionally, we should arrest you. I'm sorry. I'm making fun of you. Listen. Stop apologizing when it is not your fault. Stop it, and let's see what happens. Be strong. Listen, women want men who are strong, men who are firm. If a woman can manipulate you, she can't respect you. Of course, every woman wants to manipulate the man in her life, but they also are not happy when they are able to do it. So be a little bit more firm. And when you know it is not your fault, don't be the one apologizing.
Uncle, we have a message from our YouTube live feed. This is from Michael Owusu. Happy birthday, sir. I love you because you keep it real. I admire your plays because of this. My question is, how are you able to say it as it is and still get the love of many?
People want sincerity. They want sincerity. They don't want to be flattered, to be taken for a ride. And I think those who know me know that getting from this, also other people who are totally put off by that honesty. And I accept that not everybody would like it.
Hello, Uncle. I've been married for 11 years with no issues. I love my wife so much, but for the past 1 year now, I am not able to make her feel like a woman. At the same time, I tried it outside the marriage and it worked very well. I mean, I cheated and I was very good. I'm confused. I don't want to lose my first love. What should I do?
Listen, every visiting preacher is a good preacher. Because he has only one sermon. Yeah, and he prepares for it. Every visiting preacher is a great preacher. It doesn't make him a good preacher. It doesn't make him a good pastor. So, yes, you went out there and it felt good. But you are running away. When you are not able to function well with your woman, it means there are issues. Sit down with her and have a chat. And then hopefully you'll be able to move on. I really wish that you would stop going out and you would make this work.
Uncle, I'm in a relationship with a guy and everything is going perfectly well. We are planning to get married and everything in 3 years' time. Uncle, I do get jealous at times and we end up having small quarrels at times. I don't know what happens, but the small quarrels come. And when we do, we end up not talking to each other for a maximum of 2 days. I don't want this to continue when we get married or have kids. What should I do? Uncle, it's not that you just sit there and plan that today you will quarrel, but sometimes it comes, and when it happens, I feel really sick within me because I wish it didn't happen. If we have no quarrels, everything is perfect.
Of course, if there are no quarrels, everything will be perfect. What you are saying tells me that the two of you need counseling. So if you are a part of a church, bring the church in, let them give you a counselor. If not, still look for somebody to counsel you. I think it will help the two of you.
Uncle, so what do you do in a marriage when your husband's auntie tells you, you know what, I have a bond with my son. I call him often and we talk a lot. So if you are not comfortable, then you will have a problem. This was before moving in with my husband after marriage. The next was the auntie warning me that my husband is a professional, so be careful you don't share a pic on Facebook. Again, she went on to tell me, Ira, I have not touched you. Be careful you don't touch me. All these words scares me a lot. I told husband, but he was rather angry at me and was on the side of his auntie and he sees nothing wrong. What did I do? He tells the auntie everything in our marriage. Currently, the auntie doesn't talk to me, the auntie doesn't talk to me. I didn't understand, but I kept calling to check up on her. Till lately, husband said she's not talking to me because he tells his auntie about our fight in the marriage. What should I do?
Wow. Wow. Your marriage is very crowded. And you have a rival. can you talk to your family about this and let them come in? Talk to your family. Tell them what is happening. And let's see what your parents and your people will decide to do about this. And sometimes it pays to have elderly people confront the situation on your behalf. Let's see what happens. And to all young people, when you marry, don't operate as if you don't have support systems. Don't operate as if you don't have families. Every now and then, bring families on so that there will be accountability for both you and your spouse.
Okay, so Uncle, there's a follow-up question to the one who asked about meeting a guy who already has a lady, and he says it's nothing serious. So the question is, so if he shuts the relationship with the other lady, are you advising her to go ahead?
If he shuts the relationship down just because of you, I am always suspicious of somebody who ends a relationship just because he has met you. I'm suspicious of that. If he knew he didn't like that person, he should have let that person go, whether you were in the picture or not. Now, the problem is that if he's now discovering that he loves you more than the person in the picture, life being what it is, he will miss somebody he will love also more than you. And he will do to you what he has done to this one. If that will make you happy, then please go ahead.
From Adam. I have a friend who is a guy. We have known each other for years, but we lost touch and just connected. How do I let him know how I feel? And I want more than friendship from him. He is also a shy type and only shares his issues when I create the platform, but brings topics for discussion. I really do love him, and I also don't want to lose him. Please help.
Give it time. Give it time. Give it time. Just continue relating. Give it time. And this issue of, oh, he's a shy type, he's a shy type. Boys, we pretend we are shy. So don't always believe us. But give it time.
Good day, Uncle. Please, I'm married for 6 months, and my husband does not like sex. And I have started getting pressure from both families to give birth. What do I do?
6 months. He doesn't like sex. And he married you. What did you think he was getting into when he married you? Let somebody sit down with him and talk to him. What kind of nonsense is this? I mean, what kind of nonsense is this? I mean, you've won a jersey, and you've gone on the football pitch. You've even taken the captain's band. Then, kick off. I would say I'm not interested in soccer. Then what are you doing on the pitch? So let someone talk to him. I think he needs to be talking to.
Good afternoon, Uncle. I love my wife so much, and I wish I could see her always smile. But that's not the case. She's in a happy mood today, and the next day she will not talk to you. The whole day. When I ask her what's wrong with her, she tells me she's fine. Please, what should I do? And this is from Andrew.
She is fine. It is called hormones. Hormones. She is fine, young man. She is fine. So listen, treat her like the weather. When you wake up and the sun is shining, have a picnic. When you wake up and it is raining, stay indoors and use an umbrella. Do you understand? But she is fine. She is fine. She is fine. She's serious when she tells you she's fine. It's called hormones. Do you know what goes in a woman's inside a woman? I think men should understand this. Look, if you are relating to a woman, you don't relate to one woman. You are relating to 3 women in the same person. The woman who is ovulating is very different from the woman who is menstruating. And that woman is also very different from the woman who has just come out of her menstrual period. So go with the flow. Please, go with the flow.
Uncle, anytime a gentleman looks me straight into my eyes, I feel horny. Sometimes I feel weird about it. What do I do?
Whoa. Wear that goggles.
The word is one.
No, I'm sorry. Yes, I know there are all kinds of triggers for women. Some women, it is when you touch their hair, kinds of things. In your case, looking into your eyes. All right. Why don't you do this? Pretend. Have you seen how girls who have just come out of the village behave when they come to town? When you're talking to them, they don't look in your eyes. I think you should do that. Don't look into any man's eyes, unless the man you want to go to bed with, in which case you can do that. But I hope that you would let your husband know this trick, so that you will learn to look into your eyes. I wish you all the best.
This is from Jerry. My girlfriend once gave some compliments on her ex-boyfriend's birthday, saying no one can take a place in her heart apart from him. I confronted her and she says she didn't know what she was thinking. She has nothing to do with him. She apologizes and I love her so much and I forgave her. But do you think she loves me for real?
That should not be your concern now. Just continue loving her. Continue being the best you can, and let's see what the days bring. It is possible that she's not gotten over him completely, but that's all right. You can still make a success of the relationship. Give her reasons why she should forget him completely. As for she saying that there's no room for anybody else in her heart, it's the same thing we used to say, that you are the sun, the moon, and the waters, and the stars. It's a wrap.
From Esther, Uncle, when you are in a relationship and the man uses strong words against the woman in terms of insults, is it advisable to move on with the man after he apologizes?
Are you married or not? Because it's important. If you are not married to a man who is insulting you, please call the relationship off. He will graduate from insulting you to beating you. At any rate, he would undermine your dignity and your self-image every time. So if you are not married to him, walk away. If you are married to him, bring people who hold him accountable and let him stop this. It's his own right.
From Mamikia, Uncle, I have heard an advice that when married, you need to protect each other from external intrusion. Therefore, all matters, quarrels, etc., should not be discussed with each other's family members. So is it okay to really and truly bring in the family when one partner goes ahead to confide in his or her family about marital issues?
That advice that marital issues should stay within the two of you is wrong. It's archaic. It is not healthy. There are issues the two of you should learn to resolve, but there are times that the family should be brought in. So there is nothing wrong. Just that don't run to them with every little thing. But every now and then something comes up and the family must know. Because remember, when things go wrong, they are the same people you call on. They are the same people you fall on. So be fair to them and let them know what is going on.
Uncle, she has already accepted the proposal. We are preparing to settle down, but she's delaying on fixing a date. What should I do?
Wow. Is she having second thoughts? I would like to know, is she having second thoughts? Why is she delaying in fixing a date? What is happening? Is it that she's not too sure about you? Is it that she is looking at some other plans? Sit down with her. Try to find out why she's not willing to commit to a date. And you may be surprised to find. If she won't talk to you, let somebody else talk to her on your behalf.
Uncle, please, what about a situation whereby the man is not gainfully employed? However, from time to time, the guy gets money from irregular assignments he does, and whenever he does get anything, he pays his tithe and then gives you the rest to manage. It seems as though it is a sign of a good man, even though he is not gainfully employed currently. Many people are helping him to find a job, as it is very important. And there's a follow-up question from the lady who spoke about her boyfriend.
Well, it's a nice gesture. Whether you continue doing that when the big monies come, that's another matter altogether. So still, remember the principle I shared and hold on to the principle.
From Adam, this is my question. I have a friend who is a guy we have known each other for years, but we lost touch and just reconnected. How do I let him know how I feel?
Oh, we've dealt with that.
Oh, okay.
That's a question from Felix. Uncle, a friend of mine is in pain because the woman he's dating just broke up with him. Because the mom says she won't support intertribal marriage. What should I tell him? Hold on.
No, tell him to move on. Tell him to move on.
Uncle. Hello, Uncle Ebo. Please, I had a misunderstanding with my fiancé early this year, and he has refused to communicate with me ever since. I have spoken to his mom, his closest friends, and even his pastor for us to resolve the matter. They all have realized that the matter is solvable, but he just won't budge. He also confirmed to me that after he was seeing someone, after I had confronted him on the rumors. However, he tells me he's not sure whether he still wants to be with me or not. Mind you, this is the first major misunderstanding we've had after almost 3 years of being together. I feel he wants to move on, but does not really know how to tell me. What should I do?
Prepare your mind for the worst. I think you should also begin to prepare your mind to move on.
Uncle, happy belated birthday. And I really love your plays. Not missed one since 2005 I started watching. Uncle, I'm dating a guy over a year. Since 2015 I started watching. Uncle, I'm dating a guy for over a year and hoping to marry by the end of the year. He has a kid with another woman, which he told me the very first day we met. He has not given me any reason to doubt him, and he shows me lots of love. But I still want to talk to the baby mama to find out why they broke up, though he has not told me what happened. Is it right, and how do I go about it, knowing the baby mama is not happy with our relationship?
Don't bring the baby mama in, please. What happened between them is none of your business. Get out of it. You open that door to that girl, and you will not be able to shut the door after that. Please, let her not become relevant to this.
From Eunice. Uncle, please, can you be friends with your ex-husband? Is it advisable?
Eunice, are you married now? If so, there's a reason why you call him your ex. Let him be ex. All right. I'd like to thank you very much. We're spending this month looking at my own journey, and I'll be sharing a few more with you. The last time I'll do that will be next Friday, and then we'll go on to some very interesting things. I'd like to thank you for the investment of time and of data. And visit our page, like and share with everyone. And remember, every Friday, 12:30 GMT, you can join us, and then we'll build a community. May God bless and keep every one of you. May He protect you and enrich your relationships and enrich your lives as well. Thank you very much. Stay blessed.
Honey, I have laid the bed. Baby, Amaki, tomorrow I have a meeting. I have a business meeting tomorrow.
Sir? Sweetheart. Here, take this.
Get the best-selling novels, The Deal, and Perfect Couple by Uncle Ebo Whyte at 40 Ghana cedis each. Available at all Shell shops, selected bookshops, and total filling stations. For inquiries, call 050-554-6010 or WhatsApp 050-554-6030 for your copies.
Hello. They call me Uncle Ebo Whyte. I am the CEO of Roman Productions.